Kumusta uwi mo dyan, anak?
Ang mga salita mangangapa magdapay kasama ka. Aking sinta, ikaw na ang tahanan at mundo. Sa pagbalik,
Uy, nakabook na pa!
mananatili na sa piling mo, mundo'y magiging ikaw. Magiging ikaw.
Halika na, sumama ka, pamasdan ang mga tala. Aking sinta, ikaw na ang tahanan ng mundo. Sa pagbalik, mananatili na sa piling mo, mundo'y magiging ikaw. Magiging ikaw. Limutin na mundo ang magkasama tayo, mundo'y magiging ikaw.
day to everyone, and welcome to the virtual awarding and closing ceremony of the 31st Library and Information Services Month. Hi, I am Marbilyn Egido.
And I am Crystal Irish Mary, and we are your hosts for today's event. Thank you very much for joining us today in our live streaming via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. By virtue of the Presidential Proclamation No. 836 Series of 1991, November is the Library and Information Services Month. The celebration focuses on engendering public awareness to the invaluable service that libraries and information centers render.
A very exciting day for us to look forward to, and I know everyone is excited for today as well. As we look back, the 31st Library and Information Services Month had its virtual launching last September 6, 2021. Right, Ms. Kim? And followed by the conduct of different LISM contests where many of our dear students, librarians, and even parents joined in. This is the second year that we celebrated LIS Month in a new normal setting. Despite the changes and challenges brought by the pandemic, libraries and librarians are unstoppable in providing services and continuing to adapt and transform in every situation. To formally start our virtual program, may we request everyone to please rise for the national anthem, followed by a doxology.
Bayang magiliw, pelas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manulupi, di ka pasisir. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, may nilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di mandidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Every tribe will see your glory. Every nation bow before you. All our treasure turn to ashes in the light of you. As we're singing, holy is the Lord Almighty. Only you are worthy, worthy of it all. Every tribe will see your glory. Every nation bow before you. Oh, all our treasure turn to ashes in the light of you. As we're singing, holy is the Lord Almighty. Only you are worthy, worthy of it all. Praise and glory, honor and strength unto our God, unto our God. You're matchless, endless, love and restraint. This is our God. Every tribe sing praise and glory, honor and strength unto our God, unto our God. Matchless, endless, love and restraint. This is our God. Every tribe sing, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, oh Dios. There is no one like a God. We sing. There is no one like a God. We sing. There is no one like a God. There is no one like a God. Praise and glory, honor and strength unto our God, unto our God. Matchless, endless, love unrestrained. This is our God. Every tribe sing praise and glory, honor and strength unto our God, unto our God. Matchless, endless, love unrestrained. This is our God. This is our God. Ayo, 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 ah.
For the year 2021, the theme for the 31st commemoration is Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunities, Advocacies, Development, Sustainability. And it is with great pride and pleasure to introduce to you the chairperson of the NCCA National Committee on Libraries and Information Services, Professor Salvacion M. Arlante.
Hello everyone! As I close the 31st Library and Information Services Month with the theme Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunities, Advocacies, Development, Sustainability. May it be the start of the recognition of the role of libraries in attaining the Sustainable Development Goals promoted in the United Nations 2030 Agenda and included in our Philippine Development Plan. Our libraries have spearheaded programs, activities, and events which provided the community with the best of our services even in the middle of a global pandemic. May this be the beginning of our journey towards achieving not only the Sustainable Development Goals, but of our goals for the library and ourselves. May this celebration launch many opportunities for each one of you. Lastly, may this instigate many roads towards a better, brighter, and stronger libraries and information services throughout the Philippines and to all library and information professionals in the world. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much, Professor Arlante, for your wonderful message. We are always delighted with your kind and heartwarming words. And now, here are the messages from some of our partners. Please welcome Ms. Emma Ray, President of Philippine Librarians Association Incorporated, and Dr. Edgardo H. Pangilinan, Deputy Secretary General of Legislative Information Resources Management Department, House of Representatives.
Good day to everyone. We have just ended our celebration of the Library and Information Services Month. It has been 31 years since President Corazon C. Aquino issued Proclamation Number 837 declaring the month of November 1991 and every year thereafter as the Library and Information Services Month to focus public awareness to the invaluable service that libraries and information centers render. November is our month. It's the time of year where librarians showcase the relevance of their institutions in the society. Thus, this happy month is celebrated with much anticipation from us librarians and stakeholders like students, teachers, mentors, and because we have online contests now, parents. We tried our best to come up with fiesta-like celebration as Filipinos would celebrate happy occasions, and we were successful despite the restraints and constraints of the COVID-19 pandemic. For this year, our theme is Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunities, Advocacies, Development, Sustainability. I am telling my friends that personally, I am happy with the word roads in this year's theme, and I really congratulate NLP for the concept. Whether we take it to mean the wide way leading from one place to another, one with a specially prepared surface which vehicles can use, or a long, narrow stretch with a smooth or paved surface made for traveling by motor vehicles between two or more points. Because I want to attach a more symbolic meaning to roads as journeys. With or without the vehicles, paved or unpaved, the roads going to our libraries have brought people from all walks of life to our institutions. Roads, they say, can symbolize life journey, our libraries and librarians' journeys. For the Philippine Librarians Association Incorporated, the roads we have taken, the highways and byways of our journeys, no matter how bumpy or smooth our travels were, speak of what we are now as an association. The accredited, integrated, professional organization with 10,089 registered librarians in our roster and about 7,000 active, recognized among the 46 professions by the Professional Regulation Commission. We are nearing the countdown to our bigger highway, our centennial year in 2023. I know that the builder of the starting line to the various roads of PLI, our first president, Dr. Trinidad Pardo de Tavera, an eminent Filipino scholar and scientist, educator, and statesman, is smiling at us now. Kidding aside, two famous roads are named after two PLI presidents. Epifanio de los Santos, our third president, from whom the Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, or EDSA, was named. And Teodoro M. Calao, our sixth president, from whom P.M. Calao Street, the street where the National Library of the Philippines is located, was also named. So, what a fitting theme indeed is our theme for our 31st Library and Information Services Month. As we end our celebration today, let's ask ourselves, how many roads have librarians built, paved or unpaved? How many readers have passed through the roads that we have built? How many librarians are walking through unpaved roads but still continue with their sworn duties of serving the public? What opportunities have our roads offered? What opportunities have we given to our students, our lifelong learners, farmers, women, the indigenous communities, the elderly, and the differently challenged individuals? Are our clients aware of the roads, the alleys, the lanes that we have paved? Did our roads contribute to the development of our society, our country? Have we built sustainable roads strong enough that they can endure for the next generation? So that's it. Libraries build roads. Whatever roads, wherever roads, big or small, long or short, paved or unpaved, even roads less traveled, as long as they lead to our libraries, our third places, and as long as they have in their hearts and minds readers, opportunities, advocacies, development, and sustainability, we can assure our future generation a better future. So let's keep our journeys, Rest assured that LI will always be your driving companion in the LISM celebrations in the future. Stay safe, mabuhay ang mga libraries, mabuhay ang mga librarians. Maraming salamat.
I extend my warmest greetings to all librarians and information service professionals in the Philippines. It is indeed an honor for me to virtually address all of you as we close the 31st Library and Information Services Month celebration. The Legislative Library of the House of Representatives is one with all libraries in the country in serving our people through our contributions for the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals that were promulgated in the United Nations 2030 Agenda and were accordingly integrated in the Philippine Development Plan and in the Ambition Natin 2040. The activities we had for this year's celebration and the overwhelming participation of and support from Filipino librarians and information service professionals, as well as our partners and other stakeholders, even with the limitations we all face because of the COVID-19 pandemic, are clear expressions not only of the value of libraries in national development efforts, but also of our commitment, resolve, and dedication to build roads, which, as expressed in our celebrations theme, mean readers, opportunities, advocacies, development, and sustainability. Since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, library operations in our country were greatly affected, since quarantine restrictions included the closure of physical library facilities. As most of us proved, not even the dreaded virus can stop us from performing our role of managing and serving information. We have, for example, intensified our efforts in providing electronic services, which many of us started developing even prior to the pandemic. Managing information resources and delivering information services are what we do, and we continued to do so even if we were restricted in providing the traditional face-to-face services. We have proven that as long as we are committed to our mission, we will not be limited to doing what is usual, nor will we be stopped by challenges like a pandemic. We harness the power of modern information and communications technologies in managing information and in delivering information services. We selflessly gave our share in the fight against COVID-19 as we serve and continues to serve our respective clients with COVID-19 related information and information services. We celebrate the Library and Information Services Month not just because Presidential Proclamation number 837, series of 1991 provides for it, but also because there are reasons for its celebration. Not allowing the COVID-19 pandemic to paralyze us is a cause for celebration. Our triumph in seizing the opportunity of developing non-traditional library and information services to remain responsive to the needs of our clients and our country is also an important reason for us to celebrate. Likewise, our renewed collective commitment to continuously build roads, readers, opportunities, advocacies, development, and sustainability is worth celebrating because such commitment is the indispensable fuel that we need in further developing our sector as a valuable actor in our country's goal, together with the rest of the world, of achieving sustainable development. Individually and collectively, let us continue to build roads. Information is power. However, the power of information needs to be enabled, and we in the library and information service sector perform the important role of being information power enablers. We end the celebration for this year, but not the mission of enabling information to unleash its power in achieving the development goals of our country. With our commitment gaining flesh through concrete contribution to our country's sustainable development efforts, we can look forward to a more meaningful and grander celebration next year. Let us all remain committed to be enablers of information power and valued agents of development. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay tayong lahat at mabuhay ang ating mahal na bayang Pilipinas.
Thank you very much, Ms. Emma Ray and Dr. Edgardo Pangilinan, for those beautiful messages. We are always grateful to hear from you.
And now, to introduce our next guest speaker, here is Mr. Jose Tomasito and Fernando, our chairperson of the LISM 2021 Operations Subcommittee.
Our keynote speaker is an international library consultant expert in library services to diverse populations and human rights. President of the American Library Association from 2018 to 2019. At IFLA, she was part of the governing board from 2013 to 2017, co-founder of New Professionals, two-term member and expert resource person of Freedom of Access to Information and Freedom of Expression, two-term member of Continuing Professional Development and Workplace Learning, and currently CPDWL Consultant, Info Coordinator of the Management of Library Association Section. She is also currently the chair of ALA UN 2030 Sustainable Development Goals Task Force and chair of the Women's Issues in Librarianship. She has taught in 28 countries, born, raised, and educated in Puerto Rico. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Loida Garcia Febo.
Greetings, everyone. My appreciation to the National Library of the Philippines and all the various library associations and authorities for the invitation to join this event. I am very honored and very appreciative. I always have a special place in my heart for the Philippines. And I would love to visit again and be there with you all in person. I am from Puerto Rico, and our countries share history. Even the geography and the weather are alike. Our theme today is Libraries Building Roads. Readers, opportunities, advocacies, development, and sustainability. And this is all about working together to help our countries. And in this case, the Philippines achieve the SDGs in light of the changes libraries are facing. We are in what the United Nations has called the Decade of Action. This is a decisive decade for our world. What is happening today? Our world is impacted by COVID-19, climate change, and technological transformation. This is a momentous time for the libraries and the communities we serve. Today, I want to dedicate my time to put an emerging topic in your radar. So as you go, including the SDGs into your library's priorities and strategies, keep in mind that new developments brought forward by the digital transformation our world is experiencing. We all want a better world. Libraries are helping to achieve development for a better world by building roads, readers, opportunities, advocates, development, and promoting sustainability through programs and services that promote culture, equity, justice, and environmental resilience. Libraries are also facing challenges and opportunities related to digital connectivity, broadband, and digital transformation. Why are libraries important in the delivery of the SDGs? Libraries are development accelerators. Libraries play an important and unique role by providing access to information that can help eradicate hunger, improve people's education, increase equity in cities, and help the prospects of people in all areas of their lives. What has changed in our world since the pandemic? More online engagement, virtual engagement, Zoom meetings, conversations with families, texting on WhatsApp with everyone, from friends to coworkers. There is a digital transformation happening, but not everyone in the world is part of it. 3.7 billion people from this planet still need to be connected. Digital connectivity is not at its full potential in many regions of the world. Although corporations and librarians have explored digital transformation for some years before the pandemic accelerated this process, throwing us all into it almost at once. Digital connectivity is about access to fast and reliable internet connection, fixed or mobile, which enables users to benefit from smart and digital services. It is also called the fourth utility in everyday necessity, alongside water, gas, and electricity. Digital connectivity fuels digital transformation, and this is impacting the way people read. In some areas in our planet, people are reading more in their tech devices. The opportunities all types of libraries provide to patrons to read, research, discover information, the way we advocate for libraries. For instance, the American Library Association developed a kit to help people to advocate for libraries virtually. Therefore, we can share the value of our libraries and the way we are helping communities achieve development in a virtual way as well. It impacts development in all the 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, and the promotion of sustainability. As per the United Nations, digital technologies have a key role to play by enabling and accelerating our efforts to achieve these goals. They have said there is a problem. The clock is ticking towards 2030 and the world is nowhere too close to achieve the SDGs. While the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, are the what the world is aiming for by 2030, digital technology, the United Nations have said, will be central to shaping the how in terms of reaching this destination and accelerating action at scale. Overall, I like the digital strategy of the United Nations Development Programme, anchored in the UN Declaration of Human Rights. I believe it is of benefit for libraries to consider including it in their strategies as well. Invest in new learning opportunities to create a common understanding of digital concepts and capabilities across the organization. build a global network of digital champions who will identify needs and support their colleagues in utilizing digital technologies. Design and implement rapid digital demonstration projects in all areas of our work to demonstrate the potential of these technologies to both our staff and our partners. Digital connectivity is allowing libraries and companies and governments to go through a digital transformation where information professionals and librarians are the human bridge and are leading the change. MIT has said that this crisis demands an accelerated transformation of its library plan into a platform for the creation, discovery, dissemination of use and preservation of knowledge, fully open and equitable, accessible to solve complex problems in the service of humanity. The digital roadmap of the National Library of France is a good model and works like a one-stop shop where patrons can access different services from one screen. They include areas such as digital collections, data, infrastructures, collections processing, avenues and perspectives, technologies, exploring and sharing resources, double vision, metadata, management, and catalogs. The vision for the future includes being ever more accessible, responsible, and ethical approaches towards renewed catalogs and cataloging, the foundations of digital heritage of the 21st century, and a library devoted to long-term digital preservation worldwide. The Digital Library Forum is tomorrow and is all about digital preservation. CILIP, the Library Association in England, the UK, is also exploring how the future of digital transformation is now with a research report, The Impact of AI, Artificial Intelligence, Machine Learning, Automation, and Robotics on the information profession. So, how is the situation looking? We have digital transformation, which depends on connectivity. Then we have the factor about more library patrons visiting libraries online than in person. This aspect will increase dramatically in the next years. We have access concerns, copyright, licensing, IPR. There are skills and competences needed, including algorithm literacy, personal values too. Think about data ethics and privacy. So there are many things happening at the same time, and we have to think about that. How are we then creating the future today? From the ALA's Center for the Future of Libraries. Before I continue, I have a question for you. How can we leverage benefits of digital libraries and knowledge collaborations to advance sustainable mobility? And this is for you to think related to your own realities and your library. How can knowledge platform centers help users to take confident decisions? And I will read this again. How can knowledge platform centers help users to take confident decisions? It all comes in full circle. Libraries support development efforts. These development efforts include sustainable cities and sustainable mobility. Everything we do at libraries is linked to and can positively impact our daily life. Therefore, how can we forge roads towards the library future? One way is to identify signals from the future. What is changing in our environment, in the technological landscape? What are we reading, research we are analyzing? Also forecast. Combine those signals into forecast. how the future, tomorrow perhaps, will look when we combine signals we have identified. What will those impact and change? And then we have the future. What are the various scenarios we can recreate about this possible future, including signals, library services, and our patrons? How can we leverage all this information to provide agile, flexible, user-friendly services to our patrons? Services that will help our communities move towards development, to better education and lifelong learning of the people. Some of the recent signals, changes that have become more prevalent and sort of ubiquitous include telemedicine. It's a big change where people can see the doctor from their living room at home. The new services offered by libraries reflect technological trends. Libraries are part of the society, and all trends can inform the services provided. Many trends are helping libraries to reach users. Los Angeles Public Library. The librarians there who are available live on the library's Facebook page are answering reference questions and speak to users connecting from home in Spanish. This service mirrors that of telemedicine when services are provided online. The newest librarian at the University of Oklahoma is a robot, and its name is Busy. It's a chatbot which with the students can chat for reference questions. Then we have automatization. Libraries are using machines to provide books in a contactless way. Automatization is also impacting our cities. Smart cities. Many new resources can also be interlinked to the city's new priorities and how they relate to industries, which invariably will be part of workforce changes, and which will be impacted by changes in information we have mentioned earlier. More data, more devices, more interactions between the two. But technologies alone do not determine results. They must be adopted in particular social, economic, and political contexts that influence their development and use. Therefore, it is useful that we analyze and create resources to help our communities during this pandemic based on our socio-economic political context. The social inclusion of the community is the consolidation of democracy. In order to achieve full digital transformation, an organization must be focused on these elements: vision, organization, insight, technology. Identify key areas to digitize, including strategy and technology. Consider customer experience during your digital transformation efforts. Any changes to internal processes can have huge impact in customer service. Drive change and embrace flexibility. Apply digital empathy, emotion, cognition, compassion to enhance user experience of technologies. And leave no one behind. We must change paradigms, promote policy transformation. Supporting multi-sectorial alliances is key. Embrace efforts as multidimensional processes and secure a seat at the table where policies are discussed to show the value of our proposals, the value of libraries. Therefore, when we strategize about the SDGs, let's keep in mind the massive changes our world is experiencing related to digital transformation, and that is still about people. Libraries definitely can promote and support digital connectivity to narrow gender gaps, lift women and girls from poverty, and address inequality exclusion. And what is the role of librarians in implementing the SDGs? Libraries are key players bettering literacy, digital and media literacy, and lifelong learning. Promote right to access to information and promote digital inclusion for all. First of all, it is vital to understand the United Nations 2030 Agenda and the current situation of each one of the communities you serve at academic, public, and school and all types of libraries. We need to recognize how each one of the SDGs are aligned with the organization's goals and strategies, with your organization goals and strategies, or still need to be aligned. We have to be strategic. For example, Scotland Public Libraries will focus on some of the SDGs. For instance, these are the goals. Goals 1, 3, 4, 8, 10, 11, 12, 16, and 17. And they will be very strategic and focus on those. Which are the goals in which you can focus today? We must identify stories and examples of the impact of libraries in the community and increase awareness at all levels of society about the critical contribution libraries can make. What is the value of the library, the return on investment? Then it is very important that we believe that the SDGs can make a difference. True conviction and real commitment is a must. We know that libraries contribute to each one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. We must introduce them to patrons and to elected officials like Los Angeles Public Library has done, introducing them to Los Angeles Mayor when advocating for libraries. They have used a chart created in conjunction with the ALA 2030 Agenda on the SDGs task force that I shared, and have created this chart where they matched their services with each one of the goals, and this is an incredible advocacy resource. They're telling the stories of how their library is helping the community meet the SDGs. I believe you can do that too, because libraries must be included in the decision-making of each city. Los Angeles matched the services to all the goals, and they can align their priorities with any of these goals. And this is a good exercise, again, to determine your library's course of action. You can use the downloadable chart from the ALA task force, and the URL is on the screen, to share your library's programs and services with elected officials and with the community. Also look at the current services your library provides. Do they correspond to goals? And then you are off to a great start to align your library priorities with the goals. We can and must work with the SDGs in library advocacy. They provide a valuable framework for library advocacy. The SDGs can take us to different places, to start new conversations and demonstrate the dynamism of libraries. This is advocacy. We can communicate the real impact libraries have. We need to be able to communicate libraries' contributions to individuals and organizations that can influence decision making. And we also need to be able to communicate within our own organization and across the wider community, internal groups, and outside partners. By continuing to help our communities to achieve development, libraries are contributing to the social capital of cities. Libraries are strengthening the central fiber of our societies and contributing to the social and cultural capital of our societies through the work they do daily, providing information in different ways and formats. And we need that. We need to help people. This is part of librarianship post-COVID-19. We need people opening doors for someone, returning lost items to a stranger, giving someone directions, and any other beneficial interaction between people, even if they don't know each other. Books show that. Librarians included in storytelling time for children. Author talks hosted by libraries might include that as well. Together with family and perhaps faith institutions, libraries are supporting society and the networks of relationships among people who live and work in a particular society, enabling that society to function effectively. The world needs an agenda that revives economies and brings people in from all walks of life and mergings of society to support democracy and peace. That is what libraries can also accomplish by building roads. All of these will help us to rebuild a just and equitable society. So let's continue working together to help the world with these goals.
And now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Chad Aren E. Diaz, Chairperson of LISM 2021.
Good afternoon. One of the activities of the 31st Library and Information Services Month is the creation and publication of a third book or volume of impact stories, which is being published by the National Library of the Philippines. As early as 2019, NLP has been soliciting and consolidating stories from libraries, specifically our public libraries across the country. These are real-life accounts of public libraries on how their activities and programs contribute to the community and to the attainment of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals as embedded in the United Nations 2030 Agenda. For this year, as the organizing committee of the 31st LIS Month plans its programs and activities, the group has come up to make the third volume more inclusive. That is, to include stories not only from public libraries, but also coming from our colleagues in the academic libraries, school libraries, and special libraries on activities that adhere to the call of the 17 SDGs. Hence, the third volume was renamed to Impact Stories of Libraries in the Philippines, Book 3. Through the different library associations that we have involved in this year's celebration, we have achieved our goal and expanded our call for entries to every type of libraries in the Philippines. Although there were limited responses submitted to the committee due to the ongoing pandemic, which greatly affected the priorities of Philippine libraries, we were still able to obtain our target number of responses. At this early stage and before we officially unveil the third volume, on behalf of the 31st LIS Month Organizing Committee, we would like to express our profound gratitude to all contributors who submitted their entries and of course to the National Library of the Philippines through the Research and Publication Division for taking time to edit and lay out our third book. My friends and colleagues, without further ado, here is the Impact Stories of Libraries in the Philippines, Book 3. There you have it. I hope you appreciated the Book 3 of our Impact Stories. As this is just a soft launching of the said publication, access to the material is through NLP's official website under Resources and NLP Latest Publications. Lastly, before we end this part of the program, and for the information of everyone, the organizing committee will try to contact the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions, otherwise known as IFLA, to get to know on how we can have this publication included in IFLA's Library Map of the World. Maraming salamat at magandang hapon po sa ating lahat.
Thank you so much, Sir Chad, once again our chairperson of the LISM 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now down to the virtual awarding competition. But before that, let us be entertained by the musical number prepared by our dear Concords Band. Let us enjoy watching and listening to them.
Sabi niya sa akin, sandali na lang. Akala ko naman ay sigurado na ako. Handa kong tanggapin ang kanyang bigla na naman nagbago ang isip niya. Di ko akalain na ganun pala siya. Inaasa niya lang ako. Ang nabitin ako. Hindi ko na alam kung makakaya ko ba. Di bali na lang kaya. Ako ba kaya nasa puso niya? Di bali na lang kaya. Ngunit mahal ko siya. Di bali na lang. Di bali na lang. Di bali na lang. Ngayon, araw-araw lumilipas ang panahon. Kalimutan ko siya ay di malayo sa isip ko. Di kaya'y pinaikot niya lang ako. Niya lang ako. Bigla na namang nabago ang isip niya. Pagkakataon ko nang mapasagot ko na siya. Pag sinabi ko'y di mabilis. Pag sinabi ko'y baka mapahiya muli. Hindi ko na alam kung makakaya ko ba. Di bali na lang kaya. Ako ba kaya ang nasa puso niya? Di bali na lang kaya. Ngunit mahal ko siya. Di bali na lang. Di bali na lang. Di bali na lang. Bakit ka naman ganyan? Ano ba kayang paraan? Pero kung kailangan mo naman ako, gara kong tumatakbo.
Hey, yo, go check this. Unang momento, my commando. Friendship nothing like a bento. And nilalagnat so hot. Lovers, we cannot on the spot. You and me have to be friends at di ka tasin. Nasakta ka na dati, wag na ulitin. Kung di pwede, wag ulitin.
Para hindi ko na alam kung makakaya ko ba. Di bali na lang kaya.
Di bali na lang.
Ako pa ba kaya ang nasa puso niya? Di bali na lang kaya. Ngunit mahal ko siya.
Di bali na lang. Di bali na lang.
Di bali na lang. Di bali na lang. Di bali na lang. Di bali na lang. Di bali na lang. Di bali na lang.
Thank you very much, Concords Band, for that beautiful performance. As you know, this year we have 7 competitions. The Digital Poster Making Contest, Best Online Activities by LIS Association, Book Spine Poetry Contest, Share a Book Contest, Maki-Vlog na Contest, Book Face Interactive Contest, and the cutest photo in the library.
And now, we proceed to the moment we've all waiting for, the virtual awarding ceremony for the 31st Library and Information Services Month. As we all know, we have 7 contests this year, so let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the focal persons for each contest to present the judges and award the winners. Digital Poster Making Contest with our focal person Mr. Michael James Reyno, followed by Best Online Activities by LIS Association with Ms. Rica Jane Marcelo, Book Spine Poetry Contest with my partner for today's ceremony, Ms. Marbeline Igido. Next is the Share a Book Contest with Mr. Jose Tomasito Fernando, Maki-Vlog na Contest with me as the focal person, Book Face Interactive Contest with Ms. Donalu Hermosura, and Cutest Photo in the Library with Mabeline Cabian.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Michael James Reyno, focal person of the Digital Poster Making Contest. The Digital Poster Making Contest served as an avenue for senior high school students to showcase their artistic prowess to a wider audience by getting a chance to have their work chosen as the official poster of the 31st Library and Information Services Month celebration. The judges for this contest are Mr. Carlos L. Eclevio Jr. of Regalo Touching Lives, Mr. Giselle Del Rosario, Department of Education National Illustrator, and the Chairman of the Board of Judges, Ms. Maria Elizabeth Doctolero, award-winning illustrator and a member of Ilustrador ng Kabataan. Winners will receive cash prizes. First prize, 15,000 pesos. Second prize, 10,000 pesos. And third prize, 5,000 pesos. And a certificate of recognition with the following citation: National Commission for Culture and the Arts, National Committee on Libraries and Information Services, and National Library of the Philippines awards the Certificate of Excellence to the top 3 winners of the Digital Poster Making Contest, given the 30th day of November 2021, during the awarding and closing ceremonies of the celebration of the 31st Library and Information Services Month with the theme Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunities, Advocacies, Development, Sustainability. The winners are: third place, Mr. Wilfredo P. Caceres Jr. of Centro Escolar Integrated School, Manila. Second place, Ms. Jinky Marie Arsaga, University of Cebu, Lapu-Lapu City. And the first place, Mr. John Angelo D. Pagulayan, LaSalle College, Antipolo. Let's watch his acceptance video and congratulations to the winners.
The promotion of the 2030 agenda had always been at the paramount of my interest. I am thankful for the National Library of the Philippines and the National Committee on Libraries and Information Services of the National Commission of Culture and the Arts for granting me the opportunity to advocate for this cause through the medium of the arts. As an individual who had cultivated an interest in learning and reading ever since, I will continue to make ripples with those visions in mind. I am John Angelo D. Pagulayan, and I am one with the promotion of libraries, building roads, readers, opportunities, advocacies, development, and sustainability. Happy LIS Month to all.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rica Jane Santos Marcelo, the focal person for the Best Online Activities by LIS Associations Contest. The Best Online Activities by LIS Associations Contest aims to showcase the Library and Information Science Associations or organizations' activities as part of the LIS Month celebration and to emphasize the diversity of different types of libraries. The judges for this contest are Richard P. Burgos, the Director of the Department of Science and Technology, Science and Technology Information Institute, or the DOST-STII. Ms. Jennifer C. Etchitan, the History Researcher of the Research and Publications Division of the National Library of the Philippines. Ms. Elisa Franco, the Officer in Charge and Librarian of the Library and Archives Division of the Cultural Center of the Philippines. Winners will receive cash prizes. For the first prize, 50,000 pesos. Second prize, 30,000 pesos. And for the third prize, 20,000 pesos. And the certificate of recognition with the following citation: the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, the National Committee on Libraries and Information Services, and the National Library of the Philippines award this Certificate of Excellence to the winners of the Best Online Activities by LIS Association held on November 19, 2021. Given this 30th day of November 2021, during the awarding and closing ceremonies of the celebration of the 31st Library and Information Services Month with the theme Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunities, Advocacies, Development, and Sustainability. Signed, Salvacion M. Arlante, Head of the NCCA and Peace, and Cesar Gilbert Q. Adriano, Director 4 of the National Library of the Philippines. The winners are, for the third place, the Bulacan State University Bliss and University of Assumption Future Library and Information Professionals of the Philippines. Second place, the Network of Academic Law Librarians Incorporated. And for the first place, the Philippine Normal University Library and Information Science Alumni Association, or the PNU-LISAA. Let us all watch their acceptance video. Thank you and congratulations to all.
We are overwhelmed with gratitude to have been selected as the best online activity by LIS organizations. We are honored to have our online activity recognized by the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, National Committee on Libraries and Information Services, and the National Library of the Philippines. This activity means so much to us, as this is our first time to conduct this kind of event and our first time to join this contest in celebration of the 31st Library and Information Services Month. I would like to thank my Philippine Normal University Library and Information Science Alumni Association Incorporated family for their passion and dedication for making this event a success. Our hard work paid off. But of course, this accomplishment is not something that our association did alone. And there are many others who deserve to share in this award. I would like to thank the facilitators, the streamer, and most especially our attendees who actively participated in our unconference. This unconference provided opportunity for us to rethink our practices while still embracing our core foundation in supporting the global goals. We were able to emphasize through laid-back yet meaningful discussions or conversations that libraries are indeed contributors to transforming the world. We provide inclusive space for education and civic responsibilities. Also, congratulations to all the winners and to those who participated in this event. This year's LISM celebration included fresh knowledge, delight, and challenge, thanks to our youth. Rest assured that PNU-LISAA Incorporated will continue our efforts and unwavering commitment to support on your future activities every step of the way. We look forward on creating more insightful, enjoyable, and innovative activities soon. We are humbled and appreciative. On behalf of the Philippine Normal University Library and Information Science Alumni Association Incorporated, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marbilyn Eguido, the focal person of the Bookspine Poetry Contest. The Bookspine Poetry Contest aims to showcase the Filipinos' creativity by arranging book titles to make a poem, foster the love for reading, and promote print collections. The judges for this contest are Mr. Jomar D. Sahona, Director of the Management Information Systems Office of the Philippine Normal University; Ms. Donalyn G. Labangon, Reader Services Coordinator of De La Salle University Learning Commons; and Ms. Marvelyn M. Egido, Librarian 1 of the National Library of the Philippines. Winners will receive cash prizes of first prize 15,000, second prize 10,000, and third prize 5,000, and a certificate of recognition with the following citation: National Commission for Culture and the Arts, National Committee on Libraries and Information Services, National Library of the Philippines award the Certificate of Excellence to the top 3 winners of the Bookspine Poetry Contest held on November 5, 2021. Given this 30th day of November 2021, during the awarding and closing ceremonies of the celebration of the 31st Library and Information Services Month with the theme Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunity, Advocacies, Development, Sustainability. Signed, Salvacion M. Arlante, Head of the NCCA NCLIS, and Cesar Gilbert Q. Adriano, Director 4 of the National Library of the Philippines. May I have the honor to present the winners. For third place, Ms. Rona D. Crucillo. Second place, Bulacan State University Library, represented by Ms. Maria Pritilay T. Abdala. And first place, Mr. Vilmore T. Gabriel. Let's watch the acceptance video of Mr. Vilmore Gabriel. Congratulations to the winners!
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. I am Vilmore Gabriel from the College of the Immaculate Conception. I am greatly overwhelmed with gratitude to have been selected as the first place of the Bookspine Poetry Contest by the National Library of the Philippines. First of all, I would like to say thank you so much, National Library of the Philippines, and the panel of judges for making this possible. It is a huge honor for me to receive this award and the recognition of my work. I would like also to recognize the immense hard work of the other contenders. Your works are truly commendable. Once again, thank you so much and happy 31st Library and Information Services Month. God bless and have a great day.
Hi, I am Jose Tomasito N. Fernando, the focal person of the Share a Book book-based interactive storytelling contest. The Share a Book contest aims to provide an opportunity for children to develop a love for books and reading, thereby enhancing their presentation and communication skills through storytelling. The judges for this contest are Ms. Mary Melody Y. Remorca, actor, professional storyteller, and visual artist; Ms. Nancy C. Mabuma, Regional Librarian, Department of Education, National Capital Region; and yours truly. Winners will receive cash prizes. First prize is 15,000 pesos, second prize is 10,000 pesos, and third prize is 5,000 pesos. And a certificate of excellence with the following citation: National Commission for Culture and the Arts, National Committee on Libraries and Information Services, National Library of the Philippines. Award this Certificate of Excellence to the winners of the Share a Book contest held on November 12, 2021. The award recognized the remarkable storytelling technique through the creative use of visual elements as it relates to the Sustainable Development Goals. Given this 30th day of November 2021, during the awarding and closing ceremonies of the celebration of the 31st Library and Information Services Month with the theme Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunities, Advocacies, Development, and Sustainability via Zoom and NLP YouTube channel. Signed, Salvacion M. Arlante, Head, NCCA NCLIS, and Cesar Gilbert Q. Adriano, Director 4 of NLP. May I have the honor to present the winners. Third place goes to Angel Ad Icasiano. Second place goes to Krishamir De Leon. And first place goes to Arkin Rafael Alec. Together, let us watch the acceptance video of the first place winner of the Share a Book contest. Thank you and congratulations to the winners.
Isa ka sa pinakamatindi
naapektuhan ng COVID-19 pandemic ang mga batang gaya ko dahil nasa bahay lang po kami. Mas limitado po yung kaya namin gawin. Marami po sa mga mahal ko sa buhay ang hindi ko na nakakasama. Ang iba naman po, kasama na ni God sa langit. Pero hindi ko po hahayaang maging harang ang pandemya para mapasaya ko sila. Pakiramdam ko po, sa bawat tagumpay ko, napapangiti ko po sila. Kahit ilang face shields at face masks pa ang humaharang sa amin. No matter how tired you are, don't lose hope. Just be patient. You should not give up on your dreams. Be humble. God listens to your prayers. Ito po ang natutunan ko sa mga taong nagmamahal sa akin. Because of them, I got the courage to do my best. They are my #1 supporters. Kaya gusto ko pong magpasalamat sa kanila sa patience, support, and guidance na walang sawa po nilang binibigay. Gusto ko rin pasalamatan si Ginoong Edmore Tumaning sa paggabay sa akin at si Ginang Marian Villegas sa pagtitiwala sa akin to be the representative of UST Angelical College. Thank you po to my moderator, Ms. Fe Galvante, and to our principal, Ms. Catherine Dizon, for your endless support. To my friends, classmates, and schoolmates, I will never forget those kind words that you all said. Hindi rin po papahuli ang PAUP family ko. Salamat po dahil kayo po ang una nagturo sa akin when I was 4 years old na mas tamang gamitin ang salitang bughaw at luntian kapalit ng asur at berde. Ipinaramdam niyo po sa akin kung gaano ka-cool na mahalin ang wikang Filipino. Thank you to the National Commission for Culture and the Arts and to the National Library of the Philippines for this unforgettable experience. Mas naging unique and relevant po yung Storytelling Challenge dahil kailangan related po ito sa SDGs ng United Nations. Dahil dito, mas marami po akong bagong kaalaman na natutunan. At syempre, maraming salamat po sa Panginoon sa pagsagot ng prayers ko and for giving me the courage to work hard. To all the kids out there, let's not take our environment for granted. Because while climate change affects everyone, the most affected are children like us. So, let us raise environmental awareness as much as we can. Remember, our little voices can be heard if all of us will speak up. Sabi nga ni Ikoy sa aking storya, ipunan natin ang pagbabago sa ating kapaligiran. Diligan natin ng pagmamahal ang ating nag-iisang tahanan. Muli, maraming salamat po at magandang araw sa ating lahat.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Crystal Irish Mary, the focal person of Makiblog na Libre Lang May Papremyo Pa contest. The vlog contest aims to create a powerful story around the theme Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunity, Advocacies, Development, Sustainability, and will serve as the promotional video for libraries during the pandemic. The judges for this contest are Ms. Jessica Cristobal, Head Librarian from Center for Culinary Arts, Manila, Ms. Maricel Paya, Information Officer 2 from Department of Health, and Ms. Crystal Irish Maylay, Librarian 1 from National Library of the Philippines. Winners will receive cash prizes of first prize 15,000, second prize 10,000, third prize 5,000, and a certificate of recognition with the following citation: National Commission for Culture and the Arts, National Committee on Libraries and Information Services, and National Library of the Philippines award the Certificate of Excellence to the winners of Makiblog na Libre Lang May Papremyo Pa contest held on November 15, 2021. Given this 30th day of November 2021 during the awarding and closing ceremonies of the celebration of the 31st Library and Information Services with the theme Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunities, Advocacies, Development, Sustainability. Signed, Professor Salvacion M. Arlante, Head NCCA Entries, and Director Cesar Gilbert Q. Adriano of the National Library of the Philippines. And the winners are Third place, Miss Caitlin Isabel Bautista. Second place, Mr. Jerome Rodriguez. And first place, Mr. Prince John Michael Quiriones. Here is Mr. Prince John Michael Quiriones for his acceptance video. Congratulations to the winners!
My warmest felicitations to one and all. I want to begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to the National Library of the Philippines for giving me such an opportunity to showcase my talent and at the same time to promote our public library. I also want to thank Uzurubio Municipal Library headed by Ma'am Luz Birinda Lamsen for supporting me throughout the contest. Also to my friends and relatives, thank you for cheering me up during the contest. Now, I am very honored to be receiving such an important award. The Maki Vlog na, libre lang, may papremyo pa 2021 first place. It's such a great honor to receive this award as this serves as my proof of my success in enhancing more my skills, inspiring others about the importance of libraries nowadays, and in promoting more the services and advocacies offered by our public libraries. Thank you, and together we will learn, we will inspire, and we will heal as one.
A pleasant afternoon, everyone. I am Donalu B. Hermosura, the focal person of the Book Face Contest. The Book Face Contest aims to showcase the Filipinos' creativity through the use of books as artistic objects, foster the love for reading, and promote Philippines' print collections. The judges for this contest are Melanie Ramirez, Supervising Administrative Officer, Central Museum Visitor Operations Division at the National Museum of the Philippines. Next, Edelisa Gallo, Supreme Court Supervising Judicial Staff Officer at Supreme Court of the Philippines. And the last, Maricris Cadaba, Information Specialist at Unilab Incorporated. Winners will receive cash prize of first prize will receive 3,000 pesos, second prize will receive 1,500 pesos, third prize will receive 1,000 pesos, and a certificate of recognition with the following citation. National Commission for Culture and the Arts, National Committee on Libraries and Information Services, National Library of the Philippines, award this Certificate of Excellence to the winners of the Book Face Contest held on November 24, 2021 via Zoom platform, given this 30th day of November 2021 during awarding and closing ceremonies of the celebration of the 31st Library and Information Services Month with the theme Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunities, Advocacies, Development, Sustainability. Signed, Salvacion M. Arlante, Head NCCA NCLIS, and Cesar Gilbert Q. Adriano, Director for National Library of the Philippines. The winners are, third place goes to Richelle Chabina Padawan. Second place goes to Giselle Ann Aquiro. And first place goes to Mika Angela Lindain. Let's hear her acceptance video. Again, congratulations to all the winners.
I'm Mika Angela Estindain, grade 9 Galileo, from San Jose City National High School, City of San Jose, Province of Nueva Ecija. First of all, I would like to thank the greatest artist of all and the source of all wisdom, our Almighty God, for giving me this gift. I also would like to convey my heartfelt gratitude To all the industrious people behind every activity in the celebration of the 31st Library and Information Services Month. Thank you very much for all your effort in giving us young students the opportunity to showcase our talents and help develop our self-esteem. It is a privilege to be a part of this endeavor as one of the selected entries in the book face contest. And I would like to accept with great honor the award given to me as the chosen first place winner of the said competition. I will never forget this very happy moment that I will always cherish and be one of my inspirations to continue enhancing the gift given to me by our Lord and be a good example and inspiration to my fellow students. I am also very thankful to my English subject teacher, Miss Jeneline Mendoza, for believing in my talent and always pushing me to bring out my best. Special thanks to my parents, Kuya Miko, Marie Samantha, and all my friends for their invaluable support. Again, thank you very much and God bless us all. To God be all the honor and glory.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Maybelline Cabiad, the focal person of Cutest Photo in the Library Contest. The contest aims to showcase memorable moments at the library through photos and promote libraries in the Philippines. The judges for this contest are Ms. Rodora R. Julian, the Assistant Professor 3, Chairperson of Department of Library Information Science, the Chief Extension Office, College of Education, PUP Manila. Ms. Jennifer B. Dimasaka, Officer in Charge of Bibliographic Services Division of National Library of the Philippines. And Ms. Vivian A. Lirio, Chairman of Board of Judges, part-time instructor of Department of Bachelor in Library and Information Science, College of Education, PUP Manila. Winners will receive cash prizes. First prize, 3,000 pesos. The second prize is 1,500 pesos. And third prize is 1,000 pesos. And a certificate of recognition with the following citation. National Commission for Culture and the Arts, National Committee on Libraries and Information Services, and the National Library of the Philippines award this Certificate of Excellence to the winners of the Cutest Photo in the Library Contest held on November 19, 2021. Given this 30th day of November 2021 during the awarding and closing ceremonies of the celebration of the 31st Library Information Services Month with the theme Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunities, Advocacies, Development, and Sustainability. Signed, Salvacion M. Arlante, Head, NCCA NCLIS, Cesar Gilbert Q. Adriano, Director for NLP. May I have the honor to present the winners. Third place goes to Bernadette Bembo. Second place goes to Electra Confetti M. Suklan. And the first place goes to Edna Eclavia. Together, let us watch the acceptance video of the first place of the Cutest Photo in the Library Contest. Thank you and congratulations to the winners.
Blessed day to all the participants in this virtual awarding on the celebration of the 31st Library and Information Services Month with the theme Libraries Building Roads, Readers, Opportunities, Advocacies, Development, Sustainability. Tunay nga pong mapalad ang SDO Tayabas Library na manalo sa unang pwesto sa Cutest Photo in the Library dahil sa aming programang Lakbay Aklatan sa Pagbasa na isang paraan ng paghubog at pagkatuto ng mga bata na hindi lamang pampaaralan, kundi sa paraan ng paglabas, pag-aaral at pagbabasa sa aklatan. Ang aklatay na ito ay isang pinakamahusay na kapalit upang mas matulungan ang mga bata sa kanilang pag-aaral. Dinala ng mga guro ang kanilang mag-aaral upang masigit na matuto tungkol sa pagbabasa, pagkatuklas, pagkamalikhain at magkaroon ng pagmamahal sa mga aklat. Kung kaya't sa pagkakataong ito ay nais ko pong pasalamatan ang mga teaching and non-teaching personnel ng SDO Tayabas City, mga mag-aaral ng Tayabas West Central School 1, ang aking pamilya, mga kaibigan at lahat ng mga suporta sa cutest photo in the library, at sa mahuhusay na mga naging hurado at sa National Library of the Philippines and National Commission for Culture and the Arts, National Committee on Libraries and Information Services, upang ito ay mapagtagumpayan. As a librarian, I encourage everyone to join us in our reading advocacy campaign. We share all the interest, the love for books, and this is why we always value our libraries, whether big or small. A library is the delivery room for the birth of ideas, a place where history comes to life. Always find to visit a library and let us grow together through the wonderful world of books. Muli, maraming salamat po at congratulations din po sa lahat ng winners.
Thank you to all those who participated in the LISM 2021 contest, and congratulations to all the winners. I'm sure everybody is celebrating their victories. Congratulations to all the winners once again.
Let's take a look at the highlights of the LISM 2021. There you go, the fruits of the hard work and cooperation of the NLP and CCA entries and of course our LISM 2021 committee. This time, let us witness the turnover ceremony for the next LISM overall chair. Once again, let me call Mr. Chad Aren E. Diaz, the LISM 2021 overall chairperson, to facilitate the turnover ceremony.
The 31st Library and Information Services Month has become more meaningful this year, despite the shift which we all know have started last year. We saw NLP, our partner associations, the different library organizations and groups, our library and information professionals, other interested groups, and of course, the general public conduct various activities to commemorate this year's LIS Month. Salamat sa ating makabagong teknolohiya at maraming salamat din po sa paggamit ng ating mga official hashtags. Our celebration has definitely paved the roads. That is, through our combined activities, we were able to continue building our readers, providing opportunities, developing advocacies, contributing to the development of our community, and performing sustainable practices. As the overall chairperson, masasabi ko po na this year was indeed a very meaningful celebration. As a matter of fact, just to share to everyone, little did I know that I will become part of one of the prestigious events in the Philippines that highlights the invaluable services and contributions libraries and information centers play towards societal development. If I remember correctly, for the past 7 years, before my eventual transfer here in the National Library of the Philippines, I was one of the many librarians performing and doing localized activities to commemorate the LIS Month. I will attribute mainly the success of the 31st LIS Month to our ever-supportive and hardworking committees. The Secretariat Committee, chaired by Ms. Maricel Diaz, who is also currently our overall Vice Chairperson, the Operations Committee, spearheaded by Mr. Jose Tomasito Fernando, our Information and Documentation Committee, with its chair, Ms. Marie Joy Bestois, the Logistics Committee led by Ms. Chona Galo, and lastly, to the Finance Committee head by Mr. Jose Apacible Jr. A big thanks also to the support extended by the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, National Committee on Libraries and Information Centers head, Professor Salvacion Arlante, and of course, to the captains of the National Library of the Philippines, Director Cesar Gilbert Adriano, and Assistant Director Edgardo Quiros. To our partners, the Cultural Center of the Philippines, the Tourism Promotions Board, the Vibal Group Incorporated, and the World Vision. Lastly, our heartfelt gratitude to all LIS professionals, our viewers, and the public. Dahil kung wala po kayo, hindi po magiging tagumpay ang ating selebrasyon. At dahil po dyan, a virtual resounding round of applause to everyone. Now, to ensure continuity and success in the implementation of future LIS Month celebration, on behalf of the 31st Library and Information Services Month Organizing Committee, I officially turn over the supervision of the next LIS Month to the National Library of the Philippines Research and Publication Division.
Good afternoon from your Research and Publications Division. First of all, we would like to congratulate the 31st Library Information Services Month Committee, headed by their overall chairperson, Mr. Chad Aren Diaz, with the overall vice chairperson, Ms. Maricel Diaz, and all the chairs and members of each subcommittee. So your hard work, passion, and commitment, the 2021 LISM theme and objectives were successfully realized. For the 2022 celebration, we aim to build on the works of the previous chair and get inspired by the accomplishment that the recent committee has achieved. Through the guidance of our director and the National Committee on Libraries and Information Services of the National Commission for Culture and the Arts and the support of the NLP employees, we can make another fruitful year for LISM. With this, RPD is honored to accept the chairmanship of the 2022 Library Information Services Month celebration. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sir Chad, and congratulations to the Research and Publications Division. Now, before we end our program, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure to introduce to you our final speaker for today. Known for his hands-on leadership as well as his charming personality, the man behind the success of NLP today, please welcome the Director of the National Library of the Philippines, Mr. Cesar Gilbert Q. Adriano.
Great afternoon, everyone. It is an overwhelming gratitude to see the success of the 31st Library and Information Services Month celebration in every part of the country. Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao conducted a variety of activities in support of and to commemorate this event. The pandemic cannot stop the enthusiasm of every library, school, and university this event. Posts, shares, likes, and views in social media platforms show the interest of library users and stakeholders never disappear. Thus, kudos to all LIS associations that participated in Best Online Activities Contest to emphasize the diversity of different libraries. All talented and creative contestants who promoted the Filipino authors in book-based contests. Eloquent poets who inspired us in book-spine poetry contest. The wonderful memories in the library were displayed by our photogenic library users, the cutest photo in library. Cheerful bloggers share the value and importance of the library in makiblog na libre lang, may papremyo pa. Fantastic storytellers encourage everyone about the virtue of reading and share a book based interactive storytelling contest. Promising writers were engaged in the impact stories of libraries in the Philippine Book Number 2. To all the participants in the LIS Month 2021 webinar, Public Speaking and Personality Development, Key to Career Excellence, thank you. Moreover, I commend the committee organizers and partners. Mr. Arsenio Nikisaso, Chairperson of the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. Professor Salvador Arlante, the Head of the National Committee on Libraries and Information Services. Ms. Emma M. Ray, the President of Philippine Librarians Association, Incorporated, and Attorney Maria Antoinette Velasco Aliones, Chief Operating Officer of the Tourism Promotions Board. All library organizations, and of course, the LIS Month Committee, the members for all the successful staging of the 31st Library and Information Services Month celebration despite the current situation. Apparently, the unwavering and powerful support of the public to this affair manifests the desire of the community to keep moving and living. The COVID-19 pandemic can never stop the readers and learners or deprive them of a lot of opportunities or eradicate the noble at most. It cannot restrain the social, cultural, and intellectual development of the Filipinos and preclude them the information sustained. Consequently, for the betterment of the community, the librarians, information professionals, cultural agencies, library associations, and the National Library of the Philippines commit to attain the Sustainable Development Goals every time where we are the roads of the society, the state of mental maturity, decent living, and community and global reform. With the continuing favorable situation, I hope to see everybody physically at the National Library Building on the 32nd Library and Information Services Month celebration. I hope for the same or greater enthusiasm and participation from all library stakeholders on next year's event. May we continue to build roads, readers, opportunities, advocacies, development, and sustainability. Muli, sa ngalan ng inyong pambansang aklatan ng Pilipinas, inyong lingkod ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong pag-iisa. Hanggang sa susunod na taon ng ating selebrasyon.
Thank you very much once again, Director Cesar Gilbert Adriano, Director of the National Library of the Philippines, for your wonderful message. And so, this concludes our program this afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us, but before we let you go, we would like to express our gratitude to the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, the National Committee on Libraries and Information Services, and National Library of the Philippines. And of course, this event will not happen without the help of the LISM 2021 committee. We did a wonderful job. Congratulations to us, and congratulations to all the winners and all participants for this year's competitions. Once again, I'm Marbilyn Egido.
And I am Crystal Irish Mary, your MC this afternoon, and we hope to see you next year. Thank you everyone and have a great day. See you on the safe side.
Every day, the Philippines does more than wait. Putting together new adventures. And experiences for you to try. We're making our sites better for you to see. Cooking up new dishes for you to taste. And preparing cultural discoveries for you to feel. And we're not stopping. Because we know that you deserve more. We can't wait to welcome you.